You all seem to like my 1970s shampoo video, so I thought we could take a deeper dive and take a look into the history of shampoo, one of the most basic beauty products that we use on a daily basis. And it has actually a pretty interesting history. Now, prior to the 1900s, most people just washed their hair with ordinary soap, either ivory soap or some of these different tar soaps. And that's how most people wash their hair. Now, around 1908, the brand Canthrox did come out with a powdered shampoo, but it was really just powdered soap flakes that you would shampoo your hair with. The thing with using soap as shampoo is it leaves a film on the hair, so you had to do a separate rinse afterwards with either vinegar or lemon juice to remove that film. Now, around 1912, Palmolive came out with liquid soap, and they also came out with their first liquid shampoo, but again, it was still soap based. Now, in the 1910s, the brand Watkins came out with their emulsified coconut oil shampoo, and this shampoo really took the entire country by storm because it was technically a soap-based shampoo, but because coconut contains natural surfactants, it actually behaved more like a detergent and it rinsed a little bit more cleanly from the hair. So this emulsified coconut oil shampoo really became super popular throughout the 1910s and all the way through the 1920s. It was just a very popular brand of shampoo because it left the hair shiny and clean with no dulling residue left behind that you would then have to do a separate rinse for. And you started to see these different kind of liquid soap based shampoos. There was also this brand Golden Glint in the 1920s and 30s that was very, very popular. This other brand here called Charming Golden Hair Wash. So a lot of these different shampoos. And then as we move into the 1940s, synthetic detergents were introduced into shampoos. So you saw brands like Dreen, which were these true liquid shampoos, much like they are today, that used detergents rather than soaps to wash the hair. And the nice thing about detergent is it washes cleanly from the hair. You don't have to do a separate rinse. It doesn't leave a residue the same way that soap does. So you saw a lot of different brands start to enter the marketplace, especially in the 1940s. You had Vaseline, which came out with a liquid shampoo, Luster Cream, which was very popular. It was advertised by a lot of Hollywood celebrities. It was kind of a cream shampoo that came in a jar. It was extra conditioning and moisturizing. It almost acted like a shampoo and a conditioner because it cleansed the hair, but also conditioned the hair as well. And so Luster Cream was very, very popular. And then the brand Halo, they had a really cool television commercial in the 50s. It went, "Halo, everybody, Halo. Halo is the shampoo that glorifies your hair." And they had a lot of really cute advertising, commercials, and print ads. And it just said that, hey, soaping dulls your hair. Halo glorifies it. It rinses cleanly from your hair and it leaves your hair sparkling, squeaky clean, and shiny. So Halo was a really popular brand in the 50s and 60s. Also Breck and the Breck Girl. This was another very popular shampoo. The illustrations that were used in these ads were done by legendary magazine artist Charles Sheldon. And so these ads really, really became iconic, especially in the 50s and 60s, to advertise the Breck shampoo, the Breck Girl. And then Prel, which actually came out in 1947, was popular all the way from the 1940s all the way into the 1980s. And it was kind of a clarifying shampoo. It's kind of considered kind of harsh by today's standards, but it was a very, very popular shampoo. shampoo. As we move into the 1960s, you had a lot of different proteins added to shampoos. These shampoos with egg by Richard Hudnut and Helene Curtis. Luster Cream was still around. They came out with their pink kind of lotion shampoo. Vaseline had a lemon shampoo that came out. Breck was still around. You still saw these illustrations with the Breck girls. Halo, new full body Halo. So you still saw Halo shampoo in the 60s, but also different shampoos for blondes and brunettes. This is one by Clairol, the brand Sunsilk, which is still around today. Hair So Soft, Twice as Nice shampoo. And then also the introduction of dandruff shampoos to get rid of dandruff, like Head and Shoulders. And obviously, Head and Shoulders is still around today. And of course, VO5 is still around as well. What's your favorite shampoo? Let me know in the comments.